Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Aura Goodness. So why did I name the collection Debutante? Historically, particularly the 18th century England, debutante was a young woman being presented to the society for marriage. No, I'm not presenting myself to the society for marriage, but I'm presenting my brand to the society, which is to you, of course, for marriage. Thanks for that. Working on this collection and all, knowing that it was going to be my first collection, I wanted to create something that I was going to be able to I wanted to create for you something that you would love to wear. But the more I tried to create that design, to make it perfect, to make it what you love, to make it something you see yourself wearing, the harder it got, the more complex it began to look. So I just gave it up. Like, this is my first. I should make mistakes. I should just do what I'm supposed to do. So I ended up creating the collection for myself. That's very selfish. Yes, I know. I admit, I agree, I'm selfish, but I did it and it came out excellently, beautifully well. And in the process of making this collection for myself, I got about 4 revelations. I have been, or I am at that stage at life where I'm trying to figure out a lot of things, my purpose, why am I on this earth, how can I be happy, and a whole lot of things. So I got 5 revelations, and within this documentary I'm going to be revealing all those 4, is it 4, it's 5, 5 revelations to you guys. The first revelation answers the question, how can I be happy forever? The answer to this one came through a young girl. Her name is Chisom. So it was just this into about her studies, how to fit along, and the most important question of all, how to stay happy. Because the answer I gave to her that day, I was answering her, but it was speaking to me. Like, is this question I've had for a very long time? How do I stay happy? About 5 years ago. Then I think 6 or 7 years ago, I asked myself this question, how do I stay happy forever? I thought of a lot of things that could be the answer. Was it to have a lot of money? The money didn't come, so obviously it was not. And apart from that, in my research I found out that a lot of rich people get to that point in life where they ask, they'll be like, is this all there is? And I'm like, I don't want to live that type of life. So I also felt maybe being happy is in making a lot of people happy. However, making a lot of people happy is highly money dependent, because to most people, 80% of the people on this planet, 90% of their problems can be solved with money. Let's be very honest with themselves. So that's who didn't work. In answering that young lady Chisom, I came to realize that I was speaking to myself, because I had been living this life for more than 6 months to 1 year, and I didn't even know I was living it already. The simple answer is this: genuine happiness comes from God. You can't get it from anybody. It's not from man, it's not from thing. It's not even something you can force yourself to have, because I can remember a time when I thought conditioning myself to be happy will make me happy. I felt I just had to be in that state of mind. I just had to think about happy things, happy thoughts. Once you find your happiness in God, it means as long as God is existing, you're happy. Let me come again. It sounds so easy and so silly and too good to be true. Once you put your mind that God is the source of your happiness, as long as God exists, it means you are happy. That means you're happy all the time. So that was the simple answer to that question. And answering Chisom was me answering myself. In the course of this discussion, I recommended a book to her, The Art of Being Lonely, or something like that, by Renuka Gavani. And I told her that she should come to my room later so I should be able to get it. But she never came. Did you think what I thought? Yes. In my own angel. In talking to her, I realized that happiness comes from God, and having God is all I need in this life to be happy. It was that peace that came from that realization that inspired the pearl looks on all the dresses on this collection. white color, and white is this color that signifies peace, everlasting peace. With the pearls, it's not just peace that I feel, it's the peace that glows, like it comes from inside and radiates on the outside. So the pearls just signifies peace that glows. The men's green dress creates a fresh look, almost ethereal. It's the kind of color associated with new beginnings, and the fabric that was used is scuba. I love scuba because it's structured already, and it smooths, it stretches, it's structured, it stretches, and it's moved across the body brilliantly well. The fabric is stiff and it still gives enough movement around the hand area. The embroidery on the body of the dress is made from lace. I carefully cut out the embroidery, and then went ahead to place the white pearls on it, giving it a very perfect corner. Of course, traditional events. The second look, I call the dress Black Willow. Magenta pink is always dramatic. The magenta pink signifies love, kindness, and femininity. On the other hand, the black stands for maturity and sophistication. Strategically arranged along the neckline, the center of the chest, that is the bust side, and then down to the hem of the line. It creates a commanding downward flow. You just look from head and down. Like is asymmetric. One shoulder up and then the other shoulder is off shoulder. The dress it's simple, but it has a strong presence. It's bold. Different occasions, especially moments when I feel like I want to be noticed, it draws that attention to me. The second revelation was that of my purpose. I told you I had some questions, and one of those questions was, what is my purpose on earth? So I came to realize that I am not the main character in my story. On my journey to self-actualization, I had all these cliche sayings. I am bold, I'm strong, I'm independent, I'm kind. All these mantras that, yeah, they work, they have their own place. But I didn't feel like, all these things I'm saying, it didn't give me what I wanted to feel. And then coming to realize, I'm the main character in my story. And then when I came to realize that I'm not the main character in my story, it was shocking at first. I was like, what? I mean, like, if I'm not the main character in my story, then who is? And here's the answer. The main character in my life is God, and my purpose is to bring glory to His name. This dress is actually my favorite. It's made of
love and photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me.
Pink satin and floral lace on top, and it's so beautiful. It's a off-shoulder A-line dress with flare, a very full flare at the skirt area and a pocket to work with. See, as I'm talking about the dress, I'm smiling because I love it. I love how it moves. I love how free it is on me. I love the sleeve, how flare, and the shoulder. I just love everything about this dress. And the neckline, take a look at this beauty. I love it. I love the way it goes up. Dress gives this vibe of something I can actually jump. Not even vibes. I can jump a fence with this. I love jumping things actually. The next revelation is on comparisons. I grew up, I started comparing myself to other people. Everybody's coming to live a different life. Comparing yourself with other people would actually do you more harm than it would do you any good. And suicide is never an option. The sixth look, I call this dress Fire. It's made from a jacquard fabric and a black chiffon. The body is a fitted body, and then I added that white pearls there to create this contrast on the black satin. The last revelation is relating to healing. Healing was something that happened to you once in your lifetime. It is just that state in life where you just heal from things that happened to you in the past. And yes, I'm not talking of healing from sickness or any physical ailment. I'm talking of that healing that comes from within. That healing that comes from the emotion, healing from past traumas and the rest of that. In a person's lifetime, in my lifetime, I won't just heal once. I won't only heal from my past traumas. I won't only heal from my childhood trauma. I will heal. It's a continuous something that will just happen in one day. And right now, I'm healing from things that will happen to me in the future that will need healing from. This last look, the 8th dress, I call this corset Esparado. It's made from fabric, both luxury fabrics, and it's just so beautiful. I got this inspiration for the waistline from this movie. I love how packed the waistline is and how slim it makes the dress look. I call this Esparado look the queen of the whole collection, not just because of how gorgeous it is, but because it presents the strength you find when you realize that what didn't kill you actually made you a queen. The neckline, I got the inspiration from this TikTok video. It's so dashing, so beautiful. What I especially love about that wedding dress is that dress has this aura of, I didn't see anybody wearing it, but when I saw that dress, I knew that this dress is not meant for just anybody. It's meant to be worn by a queen, not necessarily a queen in really sense like a queen, but a woman who knows that, who has come to this actualization, this realization that she is a queen. Yeah, it's just so regal. I love it for that. Yes, this is Debutante. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.